So I've just got the stage of the Land Rover project. We're going to see how the engine lines up. So we have here an M57 BMW engine. Now there's plenty of information online about fitting these into the Land Rover, and it has been done before, but I thought I'd just share how this project's going to go. So this one's out of 535, and in the UK anyway these only came in automatic, so I had this E46 flywheel out of a 320 diesel, and surprisingly it fits, but we'll change it at a later date whenever we're getting finalised. We'll have a Land Rover R380 gearbox, and so far everything else seems to be lining up-ish. The engine mount should sort of line up whenever the engine moves back a wee bit, and the main problem here, have the air conditioning pump is probably going to hit, or is going to hit the steering box, so the Land Rover's not going to have aircon unfortunately. So the engine's now in place, so I'll just take a walk around that to see how it sits. So the only things we discovered is that aircon is now off, and the second issue is the turbo pipe. It runs straight into the top of the steering box, so that's going to have to be amended, although the radiator's going to be changed anyway. The engine mounts actually line up really well, but they're sitting down too low, so we're going to have to do something with that. Exhaust pipe is going to have to find a way through all of this, and the obvious one is the Bellhousing. But apart from that, all looking well. Okay, after getting everything initially lined up, I've been doing a bit of working out on how to get everything now fit together. So apart from blowing the gearbox up with the new engine, I think the biggest deal breaker is probably going to get in the Bellhousing to bolt onto the back of the engine. So we've got here variations of the M57 sandwich plates, just to let you see. Now you can get different Bellhousings obviously from Land Rover and other manufacturers, and there is the option of the P38. Now that was for the automatic ZF box. I was hoping to keep everything manual, so I'll just show you here. This is a pre-facelift 320, and I set this over the top of the 330 facelift. You see it, they are both the same apart from the starter motor. I think that was more just to do with the crank location sensor on the engine. Now, we take the 535 and set over the top. You'll see it is still the same pattern, but unfortunately the 535 is just a wee bit bigger. So I'm not sure, well, which one the ZF is meant to fit on. I would say it's probably the 330. So I'll just show this over the top of the Bellhousing. You see it is still a pretty similar circumference to the R38 gearbox. So I thought the easiest way was just to go with making an adapter plate. So I'll just show you, this is what I've started on. Still need to work out the starting motor and things like that, but I made this out of 2 plates, and that would really just do with the collision of some of the holes and the bolts going through. I thought it'd be easier to make it out of 2, and I can do a pattern of both and bolt the 2 plates together. So if you want to do this without adapting the clutch, you're probably going to have to go around 65mm. I went with 2 25mm plates, and that was really just because I'm running out of room, I think, at the front of the engine to do with the radiator and fans and things. So probably have to adapt the clutch a bit. I'll just show you on this. The tyre for the burn will be sitting as such in the Bellhousing, and I'll just have to reduce these lugs probably about 15mm, and that will hopefully allow enough room for the flywheels to fit in. Now, just going on the flywheels here, this is the original Land Rover flywheel and clutch, and this is the 320 flywheel and clutch that I was using earlier on to line everything up. Now the first issue here is the spigot shaft design in the clutch plate is actually slightly different, so there's more teeth, and so we can't swap them over. I can't use that one, so if I measure this, it's 230mm, and if I measure this one, you'll see it's 240mm, so I can't swap the clutch plates over. But you can get the 330 flywheel, and thankfully that does use a 240mm clutch plate. Got that lined up properly. So initially I was thinking that I could go with the Land Rover clutch plate into the flywheel, but due to the design of the Land Rover, it doesn't really fit very well with the flywheel. So I thought I was sort of stuck here, but I then managed to get a, after 2006, I think it says out of 5 series, and you see that the spigots, it's actually the same design, and it does fit onto the spigot shaft, and it's also still 240mm. So hopefully we can go with this clutch plate with the E46 flywheel, and be able to put this together, and I'll just take a few pictures now and let you see what it looks like all put together. So now the adapter plate's almost finished, bar the starter motor and a few gaps, put everything back into the chassis again, and we can get on with a few other things. First of all, the engine mounts, which I've started. The easiest solution I could really come up with, I did try a few other things, was basically just 2 blocks, which is probably for a generator or general engine or vibration blocks, and I bolted a steel plate on the top of it. And now the engine's in, I can mark the hole and I'll just bolt it straight to the steel plate. Hopefully it will work. Radiator and intercoolers. I went with the original BMW radiator, but due to its size it gets quite close to the wings, and based on zero calculations went for quite a big intercooler. So hopefully this will work, but I had to adapt it anyway, and I've wrapped it around so it'll fit in between the wings. And the next problem, which was more from before, this pipe that runs straight in the top of the steering box. I just chopped the bottom of it for now so we get it lined up, but I'm going to try and connect it on to this blue silicone, and hopefully then it should go from the intercooler, and then we'll just, a few adaptations to go on here, but bring a pipe up from the intercooler into the engine. So we'll go for that for now. Just got the amended turbo pipe soft fitted for the first time where it actually worked. It's just tactical at the moment, but still a lot of stuff to finish off, and apologies about the welding, it's currently in show. But once I get that welded up, that'll be hopefully the intercooler sorted out. The rest of the engine should be mechanically anyway well sorted out. Still a lot just to finish off on it. Exhaust, things like that still need to even be started, but we'll pick it up in the rest of the videos along with brakes and drivetrain and everything else. But thanks for watching this anyway.